beautiful mushrooms, going tall in the darkness. It comes with cow dung. Comes from cow dung?
Comes from cow dung? What?
That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my fanny.
About cow dung? We just finished this chapter with the bear and everything. And now we're going into trials and tribulations. I have no clue what's in store for us here. Who are you? Who are you? Turnabout memories. Who are you? You're clearly a fae, but why? You're not Mia, are you? Is this a younger Mia? Who is this? Who are you? Is that a younger me? Why do I have a necklace? Who are you? Are you Mia? Who's the chick with the parasol? What is this? Turnabout memories. Is this Mia's case? Is this like Mia from a long time ago? Before I became a lawyer? Because I'm not wearing a suit anymore. You look kind of like Mia, but are you? It's been a while since I've even seen Mia. Like actual Mia and not her possessing somebody. Anyway, I'm done freaking out and being confused. Let's go into it. How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that? Is it me? What? That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! And just smack him? Is this me? Why am I wearing a pink shirt with a heart and a P? It wasn't me. I didn't... Am I younger? I didn't do it. Am I younger? What's going on? Oh, 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. Oh, okay, so this happened a long time ago. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Well, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem! There you go. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning. Mia. Please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know? What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. I'm very confused. I'm playing Mia? Let me go to, let go of my labels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. I guess? Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big... Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Are you her mentor?
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcibly, too.
I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that. You see,
I mean, of course I have. I think. Oh, dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. It's me! Why am I wearing a mask? You're sick! You're sick! Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Trying to keep smiling. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say... I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine, no problem. Why are you so sick? What's up? Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. That trial traumatized me so badly. I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am. Here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. Look so guilty. This is the first time I'm actually looking at Phoenix and he's on the stand going, "Objection!" April 11th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. This was 5 years ago? Who are you? Who's that guy? Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, it's Pain! Pompadour! Why do you have a... It's only been 5 years. How'd you lose the pompadour?
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense today is... Miss Mia Fey, was it? What? Look at the judge? Stress and anxiety, and maybe the fact that he keeps losing. You don't look any younger. Do you really stay the same age even 5 years back? When do you actually look young, sir? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes. Well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well... You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can handle this? You can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your thoughts. Give him your toughest look. I was gonna say thoughtless. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer.
I gave him a Valley Girl voice by accident.
Don't worry, little girl. It'll be all over soon.
What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. And look at my pompadour, it's so big and full. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying
Pharmacology? Sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well. Next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police.
That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Wait. Oh, I still have profiles. Who is this? Who is this? How young is Phoenix? Phoenix 20. Oh, okay.
And you're 49?
A little too much confidence. Oh, so... Okay, I'm probably gonna learn about her. But at the same time... was a fatal electric shock. Very well, the court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime photo added to the court record. Dude, it just snapped. That's what happened. The freaking power line snapped and zapped him. It was a pure accident. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? Simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a gentleman, if you will.
A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Ah, perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? Because, go on. Please say you know at least this much. Yeah, I looked at the record, I know! It's freaking shocked to death. I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. It says it right here! First and last time I worked was a year ago. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now, see here. The details of the case are all filed under the court record. Yeah, I know. But you knew that already, didn't you? Yes! I've seen it! The court record. I think I can see that by pressing tab. All the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good, hard look at the data there, and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let the prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. Let me just press tab here. Yeah, I've seen it. Now then, will the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as the trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood? What do you mean?
Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you might know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. It's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know? Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence.
No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it in old Graybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Graybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a better example for the young lady. And don't have her call me Graybeard. Me. Evidence is the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with tabs, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got.
Phoenix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. Currently has a cold.
What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
The fact that Phoenix dated his ex. I have not heard that before. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she had some part to play in this story.
He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Pate. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Hi. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Until 8 months ago, Hawthorne Swallow.
Wait a second, is that a Hawthorne? Wait a second. Isn't that Hawthorne why are these all types of birds? No, Wright isn't a bird. Phoenix is a bird. Swallow and Hawthorne, though. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No. He means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh! I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student Doug Swallow. But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was...
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor.
The victim and I.
I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know? Too naive.
Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be... the witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination? He's right. It's the defense's duty to carry out cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record. But Mr.
Mr. is my client.
Even if he is your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he
saying that testimony just now? There was a lie? Contradiction? Now then, make your cross-examination if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright. Tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? The victim and I. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway.
Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence.
Anyway, Mr. Wright. What were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? But I'm not a killer, and all I did was find his body. You say you found the body? So who called the police? Huh?
Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Why are you sick? Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But I hardly knew the guy to begin with. So, you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right. Well, no. That is, I mean... So, which is it? Did you know him or not? Achoo, 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 achoo. Now see here. You can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day. Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me. Why didn't he tell me that before? Because you apparently did not freaking study or understand what was going on. I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person?
Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I see. Ah, young love. So bittersweet. But that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Mr. Wright, you say the following in the testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Achoo. Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union jacket on the back of his shirt. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor? What's it now? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
What was it originally before the localization? Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? Mia, there is a contradiction here. Mr. Grossberg. Quickly now. Show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean. There is no Union Jack on his back. Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully. Well, my dear, Do you think you can manage on your own from this point?
Yeah, I can handle it myself.
1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, Mia. One more time from the very beginning of this testimony.
He wasn't wearing that.
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath the jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me.
I'm crying! Please forgive me! Mia, you made our client cry.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Yeah, that's right. Kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. You lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take another photo. Take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
What? What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X.
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
What?
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hands. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
What? That doesn't make sense. How do you know he didn't lend the freaking bottle? He was electrocuted by the power line overhead. What are you talking about, you insane person? Order. Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. Found clutched in the victim's hand covered in Wright's fingerprints.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes. It ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
This is really bad.
Oh my buttocks. My poor hemorrhoids.
Wait a second. That's a little past midnight. So it was like 1 a.m.?
No, wait. That was the minute hand. Okay, it was like 5-10 minutes after 3. Like 3:10, 3:15 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Well, I'm sorry, but I have no clue what's going on anyway. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so he agreed to meet at 245 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 to 3 days. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. Just stop sneezing! I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Don't tell me any more lies.
What really happened?
Had you ever met the victim before then?
No, never. But that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is my, it's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. Oh, what? What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
Why did you slap? Because what? What now?
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 245?
Yeah, we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist. I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Oh ho, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for more details. About timing of the meeting. So you were absolutely certain you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. That's the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much.
Experiments?
Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Looks like he's right about the time anyway.
Witness, let's go on with your testimony.
No, there's another thing. There's another thing. About pharmacology department.
I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so they have high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables?
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere.
And then at around 3, we split up. So what was it?
What was it you were talking about?
You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true.
Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there.
So you say you went back?
Yeah. That's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Achoo. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. For the last 2 or 3 days. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Yeah. Well, why'd you punch me in my jaw? Oh, I'm so sorry. Just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Do you have a crush on him? Oh, hi. Hi, Papaya. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean?
I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor?
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is, You are correct, Your Honor.
Stop playing with the pompadour. He makes that same hand movement when he's cocky during the trials with Phoenix when he doesn't have it. He's like playing with his imaginary hand. I just read that. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? I could somehow establish how it was done. Maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Establish murder method. 'Cause the freaking cable broke! I know what happened! Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye. I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to sustain their arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Place behind... As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? But there is nothing there even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly is the murder weapon? It's the freaking snapped power line! No, it's clearly the umbrella. The umbrella is what killed him. No, it's the freaking snapped power line, you idiots. Well, naturally, it's right here. That's... What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high-voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then, the high-voltage cable... Yes, the high-voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant!
Chill. What do you mean? It fell on his head! What are you talking about? That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? What is it?
His fingerprints.
On what? Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were established besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes. It is quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder. He squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Order! 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 That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Let's take a fork in us. We're done. Mr. Grossberg, my hemorrhoids never lie. The show was over, Mia. I knew the boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor. At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict and you will be killed. Because for some reason, everyone dies, whoever murders. But I can't just say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fay, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you. And I'll represent you to the very end. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute!
Mr. Wright.
I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further.
I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow died. He's the one holding the umbrella. That girl, you shouldn't mess with her. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! Apparently so. What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things certainly stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fay? I believe in you. Oh? Thank you. I still can't believe it. You really did push the victim. Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. When I pushed the victim. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. Oh, at that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. When I went back, but he was just lying there, dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
Simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are you clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't give up, Mia.
If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
And I pushed the victim. What's the P stand for anyway?
So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Yep.
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself. Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it is already is. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove. Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and starting to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light and gentle shove on the chest. And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen. Right! There was nothing like that at all.
But is it possible that you merely overlooked it?
Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing?
Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt.
I believe that's what's important here in the moment the push occurred. Let's continue with the testimony witness. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise.
A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
What? No.
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on dangerous ground here. Look for more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It's like a sharp crack. Aha! Could it have been...
Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us.
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. It was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well, of course it's important. This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for.
Of course it's important.
No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. So, Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella. You are certain of this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah, you see I was wearing this sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love. My stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia. I'm so sorry. Continue on with your testimony, witness. A while after I left, I started to get worried. After you shot the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious.
You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition?
Well, yeah. Like I said, I got worried about him later. So I went back, but he was lying there dead. At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? He's coughing so much. Nope, nobody. Jeez, could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier? In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we can find something that shows his innocence from that testimony, my dear. I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever. Yes, sir. Right now, I need more info. Info that will help me turn up some contradictions. On top of his cheap umbrella. But he wasn't laying on top of his cheap umbrella in the crime scene photo. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No!
His pompadour flew up. Order! 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 The victim. He moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo. Where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately. One by the victim found broken here in electrical at the crime scene.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
But...
I knew this matter. The umbrella seems relatively trivial. But, as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No!
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. In Phoenix's testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be
incontrovertible? Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne. You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What? She planted the... Why did she plant the painkillers?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. I think Dolly murdered. And she planted the freaking... Because Phoenix said that he had lunch with her. And she was the only one there, so she took his pills and planted them on the dead body after electrocuting him. April 11th, 11:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Copy, Lobby number 3. Copy? Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least he tells the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy? You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life. Huh. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met around 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. What? Actually, I was studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of her love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said,
I want you to carry this.
So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, all right. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. A small ball necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Newspaper clipping. It was 8 months ago. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Yes, but I'm afraid that what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, looks like recess is about over. We better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. To be continued. Oh, that's way different music than what I'm used to. April 11th, 12:13 p.m. District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
The next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Oh, hi. I don't like you. I don't like you. What's with the stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I've been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. No, you radiate a glow of full bullshit. Hi. Apparently, my sister had just taken off her headphones when I said, oh, hi, I don't like you. I don't like the overly innocent person, no. I don't like people that seem overly innocent. If you seem innocent, I don't like you because usually an innocent person is hiding something. The only time an innocent person is actually innocent is when they don't have that look in their eye. There's something wrong with her eyes. She purposely makes herself look so delicate and innocent when in reality she's probably just freaking... I don't like you. I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. I can't believe he actually said that.
Oh, now then, witness. Could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. Sweetie! Sweetie! Judge, are you mad?
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves.
Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me with that voice.
You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all.
It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine. Stop fighting over this fake girl! Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Sir? Is there something I can help you with?
You just go on and say whatever is on your mind.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Benny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, yes. I can see why you'd say that. She's going to be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. I don't like her. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. I don't like girls that are living freaking Disney princesses. What I witnessed.
I have been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie... Dougie? Feeny and Dougie... They were talking behind the school. Behind the building. Then, suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Finny noticed I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities.
That doesn't seem right. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't go and do anything wrong?
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth. But I would never.
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
You haven't changed a bit, Miyate. What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes. We've met before. Once. In any case, Miss Faye, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madame Faye.
Madame? I am no one's grandma yet, girlie. What I witnessed.
I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over.
Why don't you feel comfortable? Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeney, Mr. Wright, is in the art department? If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryo poetry.
Oh, how wonderful. It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend.
What? That doesn't make any sense. That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
For me to get to the art department, I had to walk through that back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? Yeah, how else?
Beanie and Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
So who is this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So what were you and Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Faye.
Don't drag the witness down to your level. You frick off, Judge. Why am I being demonized here? Please, go on. What did you see next? Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that correct? Is that right?
I was watching the whole thing. Whole time. Fanny never did a thing to Dougie.
If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? Show contradiction. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we?
What? I would never. Miss Faye, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting. But please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim.
What?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene? The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow?
Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either.
So then, what did it look like they were doing to you?
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break.
That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Freaking giving everyone a freaking...
I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities.
When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
Please try to stay on the topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct?
That's what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on. Press for more details. But how could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just, they all seemed kind of excited about something.
It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
So did the students call the police?
Yes. I was just so... I was so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear. That girl. She's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find a contradiction on this one. The class was over. Oh, here we go. Murder in the courthouse. Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. It was 19, and that was 8 months ago. Wait a second. How old are you? You're 20? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Victim fell on top of the umbrella. Wasn't sound that happened. You say you didn't hear anything unusual? Is that correct?
Yes. And that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me.
That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. He clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that?
If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
May I have a moment to answer?
But by all means.
I know the reason why you didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So The sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh?
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in our testimony at all. After all.
Wait a sec, Mia. The testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. Did you hear anything? She was listening to music. There was lightning. Your Honor, there was a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes. What about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? That caught everyone off guard. I must admit that thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? All right, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty verdict. What?
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location. What's more, we have evidence that electrical cable is definitely linked to the case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence?
This affidavit?
And who is the affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacological students. All equipment in the labs lost power. All of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump could have caused them to break.
Student's testimony added to the court record. However, there is one thing that troubles me. The cable could have been broken by any small bump. Then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the case of the severed cable? Your Honor, I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? I think... Okay, it was either the umbrella or... I haven't saved! Uh-oh. That's fine, I haven't messed up at all. This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor.
I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the mind of the defense.
That was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
Ouch, that was harsh. Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance. Well then, let's hear it. Oh, okay, I don't lose health at all. Then the umbrella. The umbrella. What? Oh, here we go.
Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony.
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that?
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion.
No, you didn't.
And it was that the very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense, and then the victim was electrocuted.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make any sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here.
Ah!
In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
And it's this very frickin' magical girl, frickin' princess, frickin'... I don't like her! I don't trust people that wear pink, essentially. I don't trust or like people that wear pink. I have come to that conclusion. And white. And freaking parasols. Why do you have a parasol inside a building? It's because I don't like her. Order. Order in the court.
The lamentations of my enemy. Now I'm longing to hear them.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have...
Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? The Madame Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
What?
What?
What the...
Please, just once more. Can you please testify one last time? Please? Mr. Judge?
I pull out her voice even though I hate her. Of course, it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
What I witnessed, part 2.
The truth is, Benny pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Benny caught him, crashed onto him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
I feel like that's a lie. That's all a lie. That's one big lie. You shoved him into the freaking electrical cable. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Benny, but I just have to tell the truth.
This is not the truth.
Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
What I witnessed, part 2. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Benny.
And that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge?
Yes.
Would you please forgive little old me?
Of course he won't.
That would be perjury. Oh, come now. It's just a little old white lie. We'll forget it this time. Please be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all. Frick you, creepy old man.
The judge had better
be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl.
Oh, what the freak?
Beware your own. Oh, I got an achievement. I got an achievement of beware, Mr. Judge.
The first time was into the electrical pole, and that's when the cable broke.
You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't look it, but Vinny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Oh, really?
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Vinny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. Frick you. He's as dangerous as a freaking koala. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold?
Miss Faye, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness. I wasn't happy. I was so scared I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wished the best for them both, and that they would give each other, give the fight their all.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive. What are you talking about? Even house robbers have respect for the girl.
And what happened after that?
That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
No, there weren't. Madame Faye, may I suggest you listen a little more carefully?
Huh?
I said he crashed into him from behind, right? My Finny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? The cable snapping and Ducky being electrocuted all occurred in less than a minute.
Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry. I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. Vinny pushed him twice. First time. He did. Then wouldn't he also be electrocuted? Does this evidence establish that the defendant is lying? Don't ask me. You're the one who's supposed to know. Oops, sorry. This is still kind of new to me. Well, I've got something new for you too. New penalty. Objection denied. Dang it. It's going as smoothly as I had hoped. All occurred in less than a minute. Oh, found it. Okay, 2:55. There we go. That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Vinny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye? My point is this. What time was it when the labs suffered the power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m.
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? What exactly happened during that 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. Order in the...
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
The very witness right here. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. There was a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer? Why do I need to continuously indict someone? I don't need an indictment in order to prove that they're not guilty. It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready. Very well. But remember, if you have accused the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who is the real killer?
It is... Frickin' Brat. Frickin' Princess Brat.
It can only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? How can you... The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Order! Miss Faye. What? I mean, why? What are you saying? Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
How can you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything.
Miss Faye, this is a very serious charge. Hold it? Who's holding? Oh, it's you. Hi. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. Achoo. You. What is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Oh, she could. She could. Very much could. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
Why are you now upset about somebody, but you were not upset when someone was whipping me? Leave my Dolly alone.
That boy.
Oh, it's you. I thought it was Dolly. Ah, that boy. He's got himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Police report added to the court record. What does it say? Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria. Date, time, August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando. Age, 28. Occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne. Age, 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poisons were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Huh. Interesting. You better take a good look at that. At it. Hit her. Details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Armando was my boyfriend?
That's why I was so upset with Dolly. Oh, dang it, I didn't read what he said. I pressed enter by accident. Give me 1 second.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor. I...
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. Go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Ducky?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry. Please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Benny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for my poor little me to bear.
I believe this girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. Diego Armando. Armando ingested poison. Clear poison entered. Lawyer, district. Oh, I know. She got the poison from the other guy. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally met. That bottle's holding the poison! Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? About what? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well, then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. How I met my Fanny.
I first met my darling Benny 8 months ago. It was like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
We're so lovey-wovey. We literally just make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Of course. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. How I met my Finny. 8 months ago. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow?
Yes. A real fool, I know. Why my emotions changed so quickly? I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have been calling me Judge Fickle. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. However, they always hand down the correct verdict. And that's why some people always call him the Great Judge and Judgini.
It's like we were destined to meet him in this very courthouse's basement reading room.
Oh, dang it. I need a press! The courthouse's reading room. That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Finny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Fay, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case, I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better tread carefully. Wait, see, keep pressing. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please, ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I'll give you a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for the paper I was writing.
You were writing a paper? On what?
On the relationship between modern poetry and the criminal underworld.
Ho ho ho! That sounds like a fascinating research idea. No, it doesn't!
Am I getting old? No, I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
Again with the midlife crisis stuff. Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? Speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I've looked at it! Chill out! I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear. So you be sure to read it carefully. I want to know what people say about things when I press them. Come on.
The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat.
I know what I had to do, but I still want to know the story. So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he just looks like the typical snotty-nosed college brat.
Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Vinny is handsome.
Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen.
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
You're married! You're married! You're married! Who would marry you with your friggin' skunk tail of a friggin' pompadour? That's clearly a toupee. There's no way that's real. He's telling the truth. It's truly, truly shocking. You've met his wife? What kind of wife does he have?
Beautiful mushrooms, going tall in the darkness. It comes with cow dung. Comes from cow dung.
Comes from cow dung? What?
That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Finny.
About cow dung?
We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow?
No, not at all. We parted on very good terms.
But that can't be.
Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup.
Huh? Are you sure?
Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way.
So the victim wanted to break up with her. Let's further. So you're saying that Mr. Swallow had wanted to break up with you?
Well, you see... What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife.
I think you were when you were ogling this freaking princess. Princess Brat, what the frick? No one cares, Mr. Payne. She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her middle act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Listen to me, Mia. That woman has the judge in the palm of her hand, you see? So the only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony. I know what I need. Lies! Okay, I'm probably gonna have to use the police report, because that's more credible than the newspaper clipping. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? Did you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Fay?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy.
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Why do you have so many butterflies? How do you even get in here? Order! 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 This is unbelievable. It's true then. The loveliest rose can hide thorns.
Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not... Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me. Go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Ooh. You've really lit a fire in my heart. And my buttocks. Why do you keep mentioning your freaking hemorrhoids? I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. The poisoning.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment. That's when it happened. What I heard was a liquid poison as lethal with just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get poison like that.
Yes, you would. So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Ha! Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence. Absolutely smashing. The poisoning.
I met with the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day.
What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
That has absolutely nothing to do at all to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, darling! I'll protect you! Shut up, Phoenix! Can you think she's using you? You heard that, man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Amy, please.
Ugh. Those two really are making me ill. Albeit for decidedly different reasons.
My seat for just a moment. That's when it happened.
How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes?
And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop? I hate that word, man! You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time.
Oh, Feeny, please. The police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time.
Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony.
From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that was lethal of just 2 teaspoons.
About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drops says 1.5 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh?
The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Quietly.
Very special kind of poison. A special kind of poison? How so?
Well, I heard that's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. He said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? Oh, I know.
So you see, I'm innocent. I don't even know where to get poison like that.
Oh, maybe your past boyfriend or current boyfriend at that time? And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison?
I think that's a good enough reason, Madame Faye.
She's right. And I think we've all had enough of Miss Faye's questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime is because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Now, just how did a literature student get a hold of a poison of all things? Oh, I know. Her boyfriend at the time, Doug. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology?
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. And the only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table, you. Order! Could it be?
That's nothing but a baseless... May I say something, Madame Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, we need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. You didn't mention that in the report. I have it. It's a freaking necklace. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam. This is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Proof? She got me good with that. Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless you come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead. The police conducted a full body search of Dahlia. Of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it? It's the freaking necklace thing. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave him the poison to him, disguised as this. A present.
What? But that...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So, what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The day the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
No!
Order in the court. Who's objecting? Why are you objecting? On behalf of Dolly, I object.
Mr. Wright, control yourself.
I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway?
Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too.
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason Dahlia Hawthorne was dating you is because of that necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not, and is not, madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that ball necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace, back there in the waiting room. You said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you.
No! That's a lie! I can't do the crying noise. Mia, are you alright? The defendant, he's getting away! Bailiff, hurry! Arrest him! Mia, are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane.
Where's Mr. Wright?
Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough.
Thank goodness. Oh no.
What is...
The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone.
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give back the necklace.
I ate it. What? 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 What?
You what?
You You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first. But yeah. What the?
What?
What is he doing now? Your Honor, you have to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt?
That
Bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven his prosecution's case for us. Clearly, that bottle did not contain the deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overreactive imagination.
So it would seem. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. That's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do, and it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright.
Are you okay?
But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life, which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything.
Even after I prove so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Mr. Wright. I'm sorry, Miss Fay. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me. I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, I met Doug Swallow.
That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you, for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
Poison?
Same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. She was planning on poisoning Wright.
Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dahlia was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, the defendant is...
Miss Fay, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dolly stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Fay, if you're certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back, therefore... Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
I know who. She was planning to kill me. Phoenix!
There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Me? That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
It's one-sided. Poor Wright. Must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice, I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of the attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time, but there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He had even shown it to everyone he met.
You mean, that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true! Stop! Why did he eat the evidence, though?
Beanie, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne.
It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal, no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack.
Well,
Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me? This way, Mr. Judge. With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then ask the old hag to finish up already.
I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price?
What's the ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
No.
You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray?
Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
Freaking painkillers! If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Again. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly...
Stupid woman.
It is in the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you are unable to establish your guilt, I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's paper. up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Well then, Miss Fay, please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable evidence that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt. I've stopped with Mia's voice. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in the testimony? But I lost my bottle of it about lunchtime on that day of the incident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. And she poisoned it knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened up here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? Huh? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Miss Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that had happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about in the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized,
I can't allow Doug Swallow to survive.
She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying the bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow. You're very calm. Oh, come on now.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne? This cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If it's just a filthy, stinking liar. If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now.
Mia Fey? Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine for the time being. Victory is yours.
For the time being.
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
Hmm?
Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Huh? Why, yes?
I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best.
What the did they not kill her? Why not? It's finally all over. What?
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, the witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. If I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said.
There. It's all right, rookie. There, it's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne. Dang it. I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure this couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
You see, yes.
And here comes the back panel. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
Nah! My hair is falling out. My beautiful hair. No!
That's what happened to his hair! Mia destroyed him so much he lost all of his hair. Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic. But not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. Did you? Did you really?
Don't lie. Just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor?
Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other?
Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne.
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter.
What do you mean losing to your daughter? What kind of sexist freaking... It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. My dad's lost to me multiple times and he doesn't start complaining about it. He actually was quite happy when I finally was able to beat him in video games. And then he took off the freaking kid gloves. And now it's a little more... But I can beat him every now and then in a fighting game. Every now and then. Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It can't be true.
Dear Dolly... Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant Phoenix Wright not guilty. You at all gonna see like a young Gumshoe or something? How is Phoenix still taller than her even though he's younger? This court is adjourned. Or is it maybe he's closer to the foreground, maybe? April 11th, 3:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mia! Mia, you were wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg.
During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Vesuvius?
Mr. Grossberg, do you, maybe think you could stop talking about them?
It's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. It's rude to mention your friggin'... Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps if we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. So many choices.
Oh, Mr. Wright. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I was thinking. Go on.
The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand. I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Oh, he's in denial. Maybe she was like, I don't know, fake or something? Boy, this poor kid still hasn't gotten a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright. For your own sake. Yeah, you're right. It's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Eek, what kind of company does this guy keep? Right now, I'm saying to become a lawyer myself. And that's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Hopefully not you as my defendant again. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted with all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia had passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your great weapon is your belief. Your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that's a story for another day. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories, the end. That wasn't very long. Who are you? Who, Usopp? Who's the Usopp? Why is there an Usopp? And why frickin' cybernetic frickin'... Hi, Cyclops? Or the guy from Star Trek, I forgot his name. LaFord? Is that his name? The blind dude with the visor. I know what he looks like. I can't remember his name. The stolen turnabout. What do you mean the stolen... What's up with Usopp? New episode has been added. Well, hello, handsome. What do you mean, hello, handsome? Making me think of Gojo at the moment. Especially the way he's standing. A brand new episode has been added. Let's go ahead and start this little... We'll get into it for at least 30 minutes. I can't go for freaking 8 hours again. Oh my gosh. But we'll go in for at least a little while. The time is 1 a.m. Beep. 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 Mario Kart? Detective! We made it! Oh, what a relief. The jewel is still safe. Oh, it's Gumshoe.
Woohoo! You said it, pal. Must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off.
Would you mind opening the safe just to double check? Gumshoe, what are you doing? I didn't see that. I tried. It's like double locked. What the frick? This is major security. For a card?
Ah! We've been had!
Mass salutations.
Out front! Guards! Turn on the searchlights! Better luck next time, gentlemen.
Who are you? What the frick? What is going on?
Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now!
Who are you? Why are you flying into the night sky?
We shall meet again.
when the next moon is full. Sly Cooper wannabe, what the frick? Who are you? Freaking Robin Hood, Phantom of the Opera. October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Writing Co. offices.
Hey, Nick, get a load of this. Why are you back? Why do you always come back after the first trial? Please leave me alone. I want a game without you in it. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important.
I think cleaning a toilet is more important than whatever you're gonna show me. What are you freaking out about now?
Today will be the last time you talk to me that way.
Huh?
We're about to hit the big time.
Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are...
Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course.
Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick.
Hi, Pearls! Can you say and Mia leave and only come when Mia has to possess someone? Can you be the one that follows me around and not Mia? Please? Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway?
Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this.
What's this? Some kind of poster? Treasure exhibit. Curing Village. Isn't that...
That's right. It's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is.
What's this about treasures from the boonies?
Very funny. You can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune tonight.
Tonight? What about tonight?
The Treasures of Kareen exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes.
That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick?
You look the same. Heh, same Mia, different day. This young lady here is Mia Fey. The younger sister of Mia Fey. My friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. Or two games ago, actually. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death. And ever since then, I've had this leech on me. She sucks me dry of all my money and continues begging for freaking burgers when I can't afford it! Then she made me pay like $10,000 for a stupid freaking feast at a random fancy hotel for no reason! Could've just gone to a cheap burger joint at the very least and not make me pay $10,000 and go into debt over you and your stupid freaking stomach, not to mention the freaking $3,000 camera that Lana bought! Why'd she do that? I'm still upset about that!
I've been the one who's been keeping the law office afloat from behind the scenes.
No, you haven't. I've been doing it quite fine on my own. I will much rather stab you. If you really were behind the scenes, you would stay in the office and stop following me around. She's not useful. I'm the one cleaning the toilet currently. She literally said, hey, stop cleaning the toilet. Clearly, I'm 50-50, no doubt in my ear. Someone said no. But I'm the one cleaning the office and everything. She's the one that's like, hey, Nick, that's not important. Hey, why don't we look at this thing that I'm trying to do? I'm more important than you are. Frick you, Mia! Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium. A bit of a shady character.
Hey, who are you calling shady?
You are shady. And I wish that you would leave me alone! And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Bea's cousin, and a spirit medium in training herself.
I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick.
Kuring Village is the home of the mysterious Kuring channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Kuring School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right.
Nick, how long are you going to make
two gorgeous women like us wait.
No! Dude, don't say that! Do not say that! Not when you refer to friggin' pearls, man! You shouldn't. She's not. You should not be referring to pearls like that way! Oh, hi, Phantom. Hi, Sumi. Sorry. But do not refer to friggin'. Don't do that with friggin' Pearly!
Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit.
Oh, sorry. I'm yelling about the fact that Maya is talking about freaking Pearly as a gorgeous woman, and she's only 9 years old! Sorry, 9 years old. Oh, I'm good.
Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit.
Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. It's treasure exhibit poster add to the court record. Why to the court record? Am I being dragged to a museum? October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor? Lordly Taylor. Maid exhibit hall. Lordly Taylor. The city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Department store? Why is the exhibit a department store? What? And why are you exhibiting the broken urn? Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed.
Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it.
Oh, they even had the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fame Manor storeroom.
Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom?
Say, Nick? The person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse.
Feels like there's something missing here. There's like an empty pedestal. Alright. I guess we should go and say hello. What is up with the empty pedestal? What's with this big cushion? Just laying around with nothing on it.
Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all.
Greatest treasure? Is there something like that?
Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. It's gonna be that broken vase, isn't it? A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the tile in English. 108 ways to save money. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it.
Oh, we're always looking for new ways, you know?
Oh, is that why you keep asking me to buy all your burgers? It's one of your ways, huh? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Now if they leech off of somebody. I think I remember this old holding screen here. I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Kureen Village.
This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The 6-leaf Korean sacred writings folding screen.
That Maya scribbled on. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? Yeah, if everything's secret, why are you even trying to freaking show it off? There's a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too?
Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it?
Doesn't mean everything's a treasure. Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age. No wonder nobody likes museums.
Oh, Mystic Maya, look! I can't believe it! It's so cute! It's a little diorama of Korean Village.
Yeah, look at that. But somehow, it seems to reek of dreariness.
Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fame Manor on it.
Faster shake and hydrating.
Yikes, you're right. I kind of want to add the famous in front of it.
Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. They should be mad. Now you're even exhibiting a secret freaking village to everybody. Basement warehouse. October 11th. Lord Lee Taylor, basement warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright.
But this place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you.
Miss Wright.
Hey! A monster! You were right!
Huh? A monster? Oh! It's you! Why are you here?
Good evening. It's good to see you again.
You. I know you.
Nice to see you too, little miss.
Hello.
Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly?
This is a very small world.
Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here.
Hi. Here you go.
I owe a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the only reason I'm still here today.
Oh, come on now. That's not true.
I think that what Nick means to say is, it wasn't thanks to the badge, it was thanks to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I know that's what you were thinking.
Frick off, Maya. No way, Maya. I'm not up for your idiotic banter. So what about this?
Sorry, I can't be of more help, but I really don't have anything to say about that.
Wait, I still have the Magatama. I just realized this is a new game and I still have the Magatama.
I wanted to do something nice for you and your friends, Mr. Wright.
So that's why you arranged this exhibit?
I knew that Kooring Village was the hometown of your assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the rest of the world know about it too.
But that's not exactly thanking me, per se. Is it? Yeah, you could be paying me.
Maybe. But who'd want to see the exhibit on the treasures of Phoenix Wright?
I guess I can't argue with that one. Oh! I can see myself.
You've certainly changed since I last saw you 7 months ago.
Really?
Yes, you look like you've bulked up a little.
Well, now that she mentions it, guess I have gotten a little stronger.
You're such a dork, Nick.
What do you mean? Me? What more can I say? This is my 3rd year as a young but skilled lawyer. Mia Fey deceased.
I'm sorry, I don't know as many people as I used to, so there really isn't anything I can tell you about that person.
She's standing right in front of you. She's standing right in front of you. What are you talking about? From the first game, yeah.
I finally managed to put the events of 7 months ago behind me. I really love the work that I'm doing now. Honestly, I went all to you, Mr. Wright.
Oh, it was nothing.
And to this little girl, too.
Thank you for saying so.
You weren't there. You were kidnapped.
I guess I wasn't much of a help, huh?
No, you were a hindrance. Like you always are. Oh, what the frick? What the frick? Oh, she started freaking out and I thought something changed about her.
No, that's not true. You were all a big help to me.
She shouldn't take it so personally. It's not like she was exactly free to help. Talk, Adrian Andrews. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Miss Wright?
Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman?
Why are you freaking out on me?
What?
Wait, how old is she? She's 24 and I'm 26. We are much closer in age.
What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up. That's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The nickel samurai case?
Not really. I was stuck in the dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick?
No, and I wish that you were still there.
After that, I quit being a manager and started this job.
Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... What?
No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful.
Oh, that's a relief. Lordly Taylor. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring.
Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! Yes, I did! That's really wonderful!
So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh?
Of course it is. After all, there's some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well.
That sounds good. So, what is that face she's making? What is that face you're making? Okay. Ooh, I can slide around. This computer. Looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above.
And that means what?
The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then the data from the computer gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what.
I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff.
No, it's not. It's stuff we've already dealt with the freaking Steel Samurai thing. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door.
It's set up to take pictures of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say.
Worth a pound of cure. And this... Open flames, but why? Oh, dang it. Looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is Burr.
I got it. Maybe this was supposed to say hamburger.
Why would anyone write hamburger this big?
Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival? Or something?
You're just very optimistic, aren't you? I kinda doubt it.
I got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. What? That doesn't even have burr in it.
Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti.
Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have been Spaghetti Festival. What do you think?
No, I very much doubt that because neither of the letters in this sign is in spaghetti. Okay, to me, besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangible than your reasoning. More tangled than your reasoning. Why did I say tangible? What is that? A ladder?
Look, a ladder.
This is like the third ladder I've pointed out. That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? We've had it twice now.
Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there?
It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there.
Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look.
Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there.
Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel.
Why are you telling me that? Yeah, that's exactly one of the reasons why I don't necessarily like you. What is this? What is this? Organic? Organi. It says organi.
No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last 2 letters.
Are we sure it says organize? Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either because this place is a mess.
Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh?
Frick you! I'm the one cleaning! You're doing nothing!
Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Ami, right?
Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Ami Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Ami Faye's golden statue, a statue of the founder of Korean channeling technique, is holding the Shishito? What's with that creepy looking thing she's holding?
Don't ask me. How should I know?
Consider you're the next heir to the frickin' throne, Master Mystic Maya.
Well, you are the future master, right? See, exactly.
Maybe so. This is the first time I've ever seen this statue.
You should have known it. That thing is the Korean Shito. Shuchitsuto? It's a ceremonial sword. I'm just gonna call it the Korean ceremonial sword then. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp.
Aw, Phooey. I wanted to cut something.
What, a hamburger? What are you eyeing me for? What, were you gonna cut me? Why were you gonna cut me? What did I do? Oh, look. It's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together?
Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy.
I want to dine you in the butt.
I'll have the kids' lunch. Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kids' dinner for me.
Do you eat meat at all still? Shall we head upstairs then? Oh, I was still looking around. Wait. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibitations to open. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. What, does she die? Does she die? October 12th, 10:09 a.m. Wright & Co. offices.
Nick, this is terrible.
What the?
You're cleaning the toilet again?
Well, you're not doing it.
I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Someone has to clean it. You stopped me last time.
Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm going to turn on the TV.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that we believe it's the work of the renowned phantom thief, Masquerade the Mask. Masquerade. Masquerade. I'm gonna figure out how to pronounce this. Give me 1 second. Mask the Mask. Really, it's just Mask the Mask? According to spokesperson Lordly Taylor, received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by the phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordy Taylor.
Well, Nick, what are you going to do?
Why are you looking at me like it's my problem? It's your own treasures that you allowed to be in a freaking museum.
Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet.
It's gotta be cleaned. It's covered in roaches at this point. You won't let me clean it because you don't do anything around here. This place is a mess and I have to clean it up myself.
Treasure. Lordly Taylor. You don't think...
Yes. Now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Masked Mask. Mastar de Mask. Our most valuable treasure.
The Kurain sacred urn was stolen.
What? Why did you even let it be borrowed to begin with? It doesn't make sense to me. I just wanted a taste of what this next one was going to be like. Apparently we're dealing with, well, maybe a sacred urn. Refresh my memory a little. What's the sacred urn?
It's only the most important treasure in Kurain village. That's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Kurain channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes. That's right.
Do you not know?
Hold up. I thought the urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly?
Were you not there during... You were in the courtroom when that was happening, man. You were the defendant. You were there when we discussed that Pearly broke the vase.
Huh? Well, there are some things best left unsolved, and you see, Mr. Nick?
Oh, I know. That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Kurain village, Maya's hometown. A sacred urn. It turned out to be an important clue in that case. Sacred urn added to court record. Let's do. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next.
What's wrong with you, Nick? I have to clean since you don't do anything around here but eat burgers. You throw your wrappers on the floor and I have to clean up your greasy handprints as you touch everything.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What?
Mr. Nick? Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you?
No. I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how...
The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master at the Kurain School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick? I won't let you say you don't.
Oh, okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this.
Yeah, and get the sacred urn back.
But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer.
That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you'd find it for your beloved Mystic Maya.
Man, oh man. There's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again?
Masky Mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Masky Mask.
No, I refuse. I refuse to make a note of an idiotic name. It's literally just repeating the name. But then I just remember Tetsu. Last year's incident.
Oh, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything.
Yeah, you should have been in jail. 1 year ago, the murder in Kurain village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence.
Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it. Oh right. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry. I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her gloom project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
Well, it's because she's a freaking idiot. So of course she wouldn't notice. Main Exhibition Hall. October 12th, Lord Lee Taylor, Main Exhibition Hall.
Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy.
It doesn't look like anything has been disturbed.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night.
That guy, huh?
Hey, you can't poke around here.
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal.
Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no, not him again. Gumshoe! You got your jacket back.
It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal?
I should be asking you that. I should be asking you that. Are there any other detectives?
No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here?
Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here
All right, we got it. We don't have... Why don't you two kiss and make up already?
Frick you, Maya. I will stab you.
Hello? Hello? It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now it's a good chance for you to try to remember it, right?
And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay. It's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
Yeah. Good to see you again, too, I guess.
Please don't make her call him Dick, please. Alright, now I'm gonna stop it because I need to go eat. I'm hungry. This time, I'm actually remembering to eat to begin with.